In this video, I will be taking a value from Active Directory users object and placing it in Windows Registry on a client computer. I'm starting this video from my GitHub page, and that's because there are a few bits of information here that I will be using for this video, and I will leave the URL in the description down below. And the idea for this video came from the comment that you see here. Basically, this person wants to take the username of the user and place it in one of the settings in Microsoft Office. And because this person has Active Directory, we can solve this problem using group policy. First, I will demonstrate the problem that this person is having, and then I will move on to the solution. So for demonstration, I will go to my VMware workstation that I have here, and here I have a Windows 11 client machine, and let's open Microsoft Word in here. Let's create a blank document. Then let's go to File and Options. And here we have this personalize your copy of Microsoft Office field. So the goal of this video is to replace the value that we see here, John Doe. This is the full name of the user that is connected to this machine with the username. And the value that we see here is stored in Windows Registry. That means that we can use group policy to modify the registry. First, let me show you the registry. I will open the start menu. I will enter regedit, press enter. Now I don't remember the path, so I will go to my GitHub page because here I have all the necessary values. And here is the path to the registry entry. So I will select it, copy it, and then I will enter the path here. So here we have username registry entry that we need to modify. And as you can see, it's currently set to John Doe. And we need to replace John Doe value with the user's username. And first thing that we need to figure out is what attribute from the user object we want to use to replace the value that we see here. And to do that, I will go to my domain controller that I have here. Then in the server manager, I will click Tools and select Active Directory users and computers. Here, first thing that we need to do is to make sure that we have advanced features enabled. So we need to go to View, and here we need to select Advanced Features. Then we need to find a user object. In my case, I will look for the John's user. So it's in list automation, users. And here we have John Doe. And then I will click on him. Then we need to go to the attribute editor. And here we need to find the attribute that we want to place in the Windows registry. In the comment that we had here, the person said he wants to place a username. I'm not sure what he means by username because in Active Directory, users has two usernames, the SAM account name and also the user principal name. And for this video, I will be using a SAM account name. So I will be placing SAM account name in the Windows registry. So let's find it here. I will be using filters. I'll click on filter, and here I will select show only attributes that have value. So here we have all attributes with value, and here we have user principal name. So this is one username, and then we have a SAM account name. So the SAM account name value is just John, and we care about only the attribute name that we see here. So it's SAM account name. And now that we know the attribute name, we can start creating the group policy. And for that, I will go to Tools in the Server Manager, go to Group Policy Management. I will right-click Group Policy Objects, select New. I will name the policy Office Settings. Then I will click OK. I will expand Group Policy Objects and then select the policy that I created. Then I will right-click on it and select Edit. Here we need to go to User Configuration, Preferences, and then Windows Settings. Here we need to select Registry. Then I will right-click in the window here, go to New and select Registry item. And here we need to fill in all the fields. So for the action, let's leave it at Update. For the Hive, let's also leave it at Current User. Now for key path, once again, I will go back to my GitHub page and I will copy the key path that we have here. And then for the value name, we need to enter username. Basically, we need to enter this registry entry name that we see here. Then for value type, we need to leave it at regcz. And the next field is value data. And this is the most important field because here we can't just enter John's username. That's because this would be nonsense because we would need to create a unique group policy for each user in our Active Directory. And that does not make any sense. So instead we need to create a variable and then place a value from Active Directory object into that variable. So first we need to enter a variable name in here that will not have any value, and to do that we need to enter %, then provide a name. We can enter whatever we want. For example, I will enter var username and then close it with another %. And this is currently an empty variable. And now we need to place a value into this variable from Active Directory user object. And to do that, let's go to common, let's select item level targeting and let's click on targeting. Then let's click on new item and then LDAP query. And this is basically an LDAP query that will be executed during group policy processing when the user signs in to the computer. And now for the filter, I will enter a value that I have here in my GitHub page. Right here, I will select it, copy it, and insert it here. And this filter will find the user object in Active Directory that is signing into the computer. And then for the binding, let's leave it at LDAP. And then for attribute, we need to enter the attribute that we want to use from the user's object. In this case, like I said, I will be using SAM account name. I will just once again copy it here from the GitHub page and enter it here. And then we need to enter the environment variable name. Basically, we need to use the same name that we created before in the table before. In my case, the value was var username. As you can see, the return value is % var username %. And that's basically it with this query. We can click on OK. And as you can see here, we have this var username in here. Once again, let's click on apply and OK. And we're done creating our group policy. Now we can close this window. We can also go to details, and for GPU status, we can select computer configuration settings disabled because currently this policy has only user settings. And I will leave everything else on default. Now we need to assign this policy to an organization unit that is holding our users. In my case, the organization unit will be this one. It's called users and it is holding the John's account. So to assign the policy, I will just drag and drop it on the organization unit. I will click OK here. And as you can see, the policy appeared here and also in the list here. And that's basically it. Now we need to test this policy. So I will go back to my client machine that I have here. We can see that we still have John Doe for the username in here. Let's close port for now and let's open CMD because we have policy created, but we didn't give it enough time to update on the client machine. So I will update the policy manually, and to do that I will just enter GP update in here, press enter, and now we need to wait a bit. And as you can see, the policy update was successful. If I go back to the registry editor, go to view and refresh, you can see that username changed from the full name to only John. So this is the SAM account name from Active Directory object. And now let's open Word. Then let's open a blank document, go to File, Options. And here, once again, for the username, instead of the full name, we can see the SAM account name, which is John. And that's basically it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and see you in the next one.